Hey folks, welcome back to another daily unboxing with yours truly, Sam Healy. Today we're taking a look at Abomination from Plaid Hat Games, a game by Dan Blanchett. It looks like the heir of Frankenstein. Alright, so that's pretty interesting looking. The artwork is amazing. But I wonder how dark this is going to get. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get it open and go from there. There are, let's see here, ages 14 and up, 2 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes, so 1 to 2 hours. Looks like a lot of different cards, pretty good sized board, a lot of wooden cubes. Looks like wooden meeples for your people running around. So the Gothic strategy game of monster building. Okay, so taking place after the events of Mary Shelley's classic novel Abomination, the Heir of Frankenstein, is a game of competitive monster creation, race to construct a viable living being to satisfy the mad obsession of your benefactor. Research the newest scientific findings, charge your Leyden jars, and scavenge the local cemeteries for the raw materials, interesting, needed to perfect your craft. Bribe, steal, exhume, and murder your way to victory, for the creature is always watching, and it does not tolerate failure. Interesting. Well, sounds pretty dark, as a matter of fact. So here we go. Let's go ahead and open up the box. And of course, first of all, you have your rule book here, prologue, objective of the game, your component list, setup picture with, it looks like very nicely detailed instructions and so forth and so on. The font is really small, just from first glance, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Wow, wait a minute. So the round order goes here and here, and then end of the game is talked about here. So that's pretty cool that they can pretty much summarize the game in just a couple of pages. And then it goes into a little bit more detail, I guess you could say. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Game tips. Different encounter abilities. We won't go through all of that. Looks like it's might be a little bit of spoilerific there. So there's that. Then we have a little bit of a introductory letter. We won't read that for spoiler reasons as well. And okay, these are different boards of the game, and it looks like there's going to be some dials here. These are pretty flimsy, if you can tell. So I'm hoping the dials that they put out on these things are going to be a little bit more rigid, so that they're a little bit more, they're not double-sided. When the fallen angel becomes a malignant devil, yet even that enemy of God and man had friends and associates in his desolation. I am alone. I am alone and miserable. Only someone as ugly as I am could love me. Wow, these are dark sayings. It is true, we shall be monsters, cut off from all of the world, but on that account we shall be more attached to one another. I was benevolent and good. Misery made me a fiend. Make me happy, and I shall again be virtuous. Huh. Okay. So, there you go. Oh, looky there. Yeah, those are body parts, peeps. Alrighty. Double-sided body parts at that, with musculature on that side, and I guess you could call that skin. Definitely what it is. Alright, the punch boards look like they are fashioned properly and punch out pretty well as well, so that's good. Okay, here's looks like the dials that are going to be coming for those player boards. Event icons, event card placement, I guess you could say. Looks like ice cubes there. Electricity, some type of gear or something like that. Money. So there's that. All right. Oh, I like the board. The board has that, I don't know what you call it, but it has that thing where some of the elements are, you know, shiny on it. Let's see if I can show that to you in some way, shape, or form. But they have a little bit of a sheen to them, I guess, here, and the border over here. So it's a fairly monochromatic board, but not that that's necessarily a bad thing. But I like this. I like the way that board was constructed. I like it a lot. And then we have some, let's see, start a monster part, round order. These look like probably, you know, these look like player aids. Yeah. Player aids, and then you have start a monster part. So these are, looks like also kind of some kind of player aid as well. All right, you have the cubes. Okay, well, they're not wooden cubes. They are actual plastic cubes, so that's cool. For me, that makes a difference. Wooden cubes are just, in my opinion, they just feel cheap. I know that these are probably less expensive to make, but the tactile that it gives me feels less cheap than wood. So that's cool. And then we have a whole bunch of, now these do look like they're wooden. Yes, they definitely feel and look wooden. So these are just different meeples and stuff like that you're going to get in the game. You have some dice here that look pretty cool. Some custom dice. So that's pretty nice. They're engraved, not anything else. Then you have some cards that we're opening up here. So some different cards that are here. Again, the artwork is pretty dark on some of these, but again, the theme is pretty dark, so that's to be expected. So some different kinds of, looks like different level monsters. You have a level 1, level 2s, level 3s. So, that's pretty cool. Then you have some other maybe event cards or something to that effect. Again, I don't want to show off too much of this stuff because some of it might be spoilerific on different scenarios or whatever in the game. So different characters, cutthroats, hospital thief, you know, so forth and so on. So I'm just trying to be careful. I'm not trying to rush through it. I'm just trying to be careful on not showing too much, just in case some of it is, you know, pretty much story driven and you don't know what's going to happen. So here it looks like some oh goodness, so this plastic is so hard to get open. Here you have it looks like event cards and so forth and so on. Cattle Plague, Academy Fire, Meat Surplus, the La Toussaint, Park Research, Student Raids. So different kinds of encounters and so forth and so on. So I'm definitely not going to go through any of that. These look like different characters that you can play in the game. Marie Freeman, Anita Bassini, Prisha Chatwal, Tanaka Hikaru, Sir Reginald Graham, and Baptiste Rousseau. Alright, so different characters you can play. But that is everything that you're going to get in the box of Abomination from Plaid Hat Games by Dan Blanchett. So there you have it. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Tune in every day for the Dice Tower's daily game unboxing.